Alex, you opened your gallery in 2010 in Paris. Now you are at Art Basel, but my perception about the art market is there's kind of two speed. One for the blue chip galleries, and for young galleries, the market is quite difficult today, right?
Well, actually, that's very true because the market is getting more and more concentrated, and you have a lot of galleries who are shutting down, which is a real pity, and everything is getting tougher and tougher to get into the system. So, as a young gallery, you have to be smart, and you have to find a way to sneak, that little border that the market, the strong market is putting and trying to find ways of turning it to another way. In our case, I think that we found somehow a niche market. So actually, we have a very concentrated group of collectors and institutions who follow us no matter what the market has on the other side.
Because it's not too expensive and it's about politics most of all, right?
I think, the notion of expensive is questionable because we work with very young artists but also very established. So I think it's more than a question of price, it's a question of positioning, of where are you placing yourself. In our case, we are interested in the politics of art, and I think that very few galleries have this positioning, so it's actually an advantage to present those artists because sometimes we are kind of like a unique voice somehow.
But how is it? Why is it more difficult today? What's going on?
I will say that you have two things. The first is that the mega galleries and the bigger galleries are taking a lot of strength because they are behaving like museums, which is fantastic at the same time.
Yeah.
But when you are a young gallery, you cannot have that level of involvement because it's very expensive to behave like a museum. But at the same time, you have people say that, for example, all the young galleries are now presenting painting, and that's not true. Like when you stroll around here in the statement section, it's not about painting. You will see like
but
very ambitious.
Really difficult?
It is.
But what's really difficult? If we accept the big galleries all over the world, etc., why is it becoming more difficult?
Because it's sometimes questionable, but sometimes it's easier to sell a work of $1 million than one and $10,000. It's like that because a lot of people also, and when the geoeconomy is doing bad, people look for refugees, and of course a refugee work or a true investment is not a work of 5,000 or 10,000 if you're not betting on time. If you are betting on time and you're buying something that is 10,000 and in a couple of years it's gonna cost 50,000, you are betting on the future.
Yeah.
When you go and you buy a $1 million you know that it's an investment, real one, immediate, and there's no question about it. So you have to be, that's what I was saying, you have to be smart enough to create that appeal, trust, and to tell to your clients, maybe today's 5,000 is 10,000, but in the near future it's going to go up.
Thank you.